This mission was recorded on the BSC Persian Gulf server, almost immediately after a previous video I've got up where I was doing seed in an Su-25. I'm now in the A-10 and I'd flown out to try to clear the rest of the units at the base that I'd attacked in my frogfoot. But I had gotten a little distracted on the way, attacked another airfield, flew back to base, refueled, rearmed, and came out again. And in that time, the server respawned the SAMs. So now I'm doing seed on an SA-3 in an A-10. I can just see the search radar, and as I see it, it sees me. So I'm going to pop back down and use the terrain to mask myself from that radar until I get within range of my Mavericks. Still about 10 miles away, a little bit too far for the Mavs to lock. So dropping back down behind the brow of that hill again.
Altitude, altitude.
I'm also being locked up from another SAM site to the north of me, off my left-hand side, so I do have to be careful about that. In range now, 7 miles, so if I can get my Maverick to lock, I can rifle. And in the TGP, let me look for the track radar. Oh, I've been launched on, yep, from the SA-3, but I've just got the track radar locked, so I can rifle and dive to drive that missile into the hills.
Altitude, altitude. Pull up, pull up.
Broke the lock. Defeated the missile.
Pull up, pull up.
I hope.
Pull up, pull up.
So I'll just keep heading south for a little bit
Altitude, altitude.
until I'm sure that those SAMs are off my tail.
Pull up, pull up.
My MAV just about reaches its target. Destroyed the search radar and the track radar immediately afterwards. So now at least I'm safe from the big SAM site at that base. And I can take the mission to clear all of the air defences for a large chunk of XP. I've got my eyes on the SAM site again. I can see the burning ruins of the radars, and I can see a couple of launchers, a couple of trucks, and a couple of buildings. There's also likely to be some tanks and AAA in the area, so I do want to be careful not to get too close. Lofting an APKWS at the first of the launches. I'll give it a few seconds. Get a little bit closer. Get a bit of separation. And then rifle a second missile. So that when the first one hits, I can move the TGP onto the next target and get a quick shack on that. My first rocket should be impacting any second. Seems to be taking a while. There's an impact. Move my TGP. And gently brake off to the left, keeping the laser on target. A second rocket hasn't got there, so I'm wondering if my first rocket actually hit the hill, didn't quite make it, and so that the impact I saw was actually the second rocket. So I'm going to turn back in, rifle again, and turn out as quick as I can. I'm being locked by the SAM to the north. That's an impact on the launcher. And a missile launch on me. So I'm going defensive now.
Pull up, pull up. Altitude, altitude.
And again come back around to try to get the last launcher that's at this site. After running safely from the SAM fired at me. That's another rocket away. Laser on. Good impact. Lots of ruins around the site. One more launcher, and there's a truck. I'm not sure if the trucks count towards the units that need to be destroyed, or at least for the mission, but they certainly need to be destroyed to take back the base. But before I can get on it, I'm launched on again.
Pull up, pull up.
And again.
Altitude, pull up, pull up.
Get right down. Nap of the earth.
Pull up, pull up. Pull up, pull up.
And use these hills as cover. In all the excitement, my TGP's lost that truck that I was looking at, so I need to quickly find it again. There's the launcher. That'll do. Rifle. And that's destroyed. There's the truck. We'll come around again on him and send him a couple of rockets. Rifle 1. Rifle 2. Bank away a little bit. Hopefully 2 APKs will be enough to take out that truck. One impact, 2. No, he's just smoking. He's not destroyed. I'm going to need to give him a second salvo. Another 1. And another 2. Impacts, and yep, he's on fire this time, so he should now burn out. And another target destroyed. Still not mission complete though, so let me have a look and see what I need to get still. There's still one unit down here. I'm wondering now if there is a little man pad with tanks and AAA. So I'm going to have a look around and see if I can find them. Because in the previous mission, I was shot at by some man pads here. And that might count as the air defense that needs to be destroyed. See a couple of buildings around on the ground. Oh, and I found tanks and trucks and infantry. That looks like an RPG. Just AKs. A couple of infantry. And yeah, that looks like a man pad. Got an Eagler. Right next to that tank. So let's take him out as our priority. Rifle on him. This SAM to the north is driving me absolutely crazy. I've spent so much time diving into the hills. I don't know when it's going to run out of missiles, but that man pad is destroyed and that was the last thing I needed to kill. So I'll grab another mission here quick. Looking at the choices, I can kill 9 ground units for 1,000 points, so that looks like a pretty good ratio. And given what's left here, I think I'll be able to get that between the infantry and those tanks. Time to prioritise some targets.
Pull up, pull up.
But then no time, as there's another SAM on me.
Altitude,
Back
altitude.
into the valley.
Pull up, pull up.
And now see if I can find this site again. Because I don't think I put a mark point on it. Oh, there it is. Put a mark point on there this time. Make it easier to get back on. Let's roll in with Mavs. I'm really close now, maybe 3 miles away. So locked on and rifled Maverick. Gimbal on the TGP is not able to keep up with my manoeuvres, so I've lost track on that. No sense rushing it. I might as well break away and come around for another run-in on the next orbit. There's the second tank locked up, as the first one is destroyed. I'm thinking to put a GBU-54 on this tank, because the splash damage from that should kill most of the infantry, do some damage to the technical AAA units that are there as well. Getting more missiles on me.
Pull up, pull up.
Desperately trying to get away from these SAMs.
Altitude, altitude.
And to keep on target. 2 miles, get a little bit of altitude, and then I can drop my GBU. When I'm in range. Pickle. I was a little bit off the drop line there, but this GBU is guided to the laser as well as having GPS, so it should hopefully adjust and fly down the pipe onto that tank. Just a little off the side of the tank there, did do some damage and did kill all the infantry as I hoped, but didn't destroy the tank. Just get that TGP back on the target zone. There's the smoking tank and the technical next to it. I do have some Mavs left. I don't really fancy running in with guns while there's still some AAA down there, so Maverick it is. TGPs, lock to SPI, and rifle. And good impact. Technicals are driving away. Keep them locked up. And we can roll in with some rockets. And that's shacked. I think that other technical might have already been destroyed from the splash damage of the bomb earlier. Looking around, I can see lots of infantry lying on the ground. I can't see anything still standing up. It doesn't look to be anything shooting at me. Pretty much only rockets left, and my swinging 30mm. Give the sight a little flyby. If anything shoots up at me, that will give away its position. But no, all quiet down there. Let's just see a little mark on the hillside. And there is a bunker, so it would be a shame to do an A-10 sortie and not do a gun run.
Pull up, pull up.
Bunker destroyed.
Altitude, altitude.
I think this base is pretty much neutral now. So time for me to turn back south, get myself set up for RTB. Although it's not compulsory, I do really like using the in-game ATC messages. It gives me a little sense of immersion, but it also gives me useful information about the direction and distance to the airfields that I'm intending to fly to.
Inbound.
On my way home, I'm getting locked up still by Sam from the north. And it looks like there's some MiG-29s on the RWR as well.
Warning, autopilot.
There's a missile launch. I'm not sure it's on me.
Pull up, pull up.
I'm going to take defensive action regardless.
Altitude, altitude.
I've got the SAM off my radar, but the MiG-29s now have me locked up.
Infield 1, in from the southwest, engaging SAM at Bulls 218 for 100.
I do have my jammer on, and
Pull up,
I can
pull up.
see some circles in the HUD that are friendlies. Hopefully Cat is
Pull
intercepting
up.
those fighters in that direction.
Pontiac 5, engaging bandit at Bullseye 201 for 110 at 2,500.
In the HMCS I can see that little wedding cake symbol. That's the enemy fighter, and the green circles are the friendlies.
Pontiac 5, splash bandit at Bullseye 201 for 110 at 4,000.
So that's a nice radio message, and I can see the smoke from the Splash Bandit. So I'm safe to RTB. Again, using the ATC for landing.
Request landing. Pontiac 5, splash bandit at Bulls 215 for 90
Altitude, altitude.
For 90 at 2,400.
And lining up on a short final here at A-10 International. Just trying to keep myself lined up on the target zone there.
Pontiac 5, engaging bandit at bullseye.
Getting my speed, angle attack.
90 at 2,300.
Drifting a little bit long.
Pontiac 5, infield bandit.
And then end up drifting
Speed
low.
break, speed break.
102.
I make an awful landing. Oh well.
Pontiac 5, engaging bandit.
Looks like I've broken the landing gear, so I need to mute that.
700.
I guess I'll be filling in some paperwork with the ground crew, getting myself in trouble for treating my poor old A-10 with such disrespect. Thank heavens it's only a game. Thanks for watching, and as ever, I'll see you in the next one.